Throughout my life, I've had a series of questions that weren't answered properly.
Every interaction I have had, whether it be strangers, colleagues, friends, or family, I have wondered what makes them them.
Were they nurtured into believing their beliefs by their families, past occurrences?
What has shaped them?
Were humans destined to have religion?
Why are we so dependent on what we haven't seen for ourselves?
I have seen a wide range of cultures
That some people shy away from,
And others have strong feelings.
So share it with the world.
It's midnight. My friends and I are having one of those deep conversations about the world and about our view of the world. I've noticed that we all have the same question. What is our purpose? This is when I noticed many people have the same thoughts circling around life. Both my friends are spiritual. They don't really believe morals should depend on religious beliefs. Both discuss why involving their history with God, which makes me think that by nature we aren't a religion or culture, but we are shaped by what we grow up around and who we grow up around. Personally, I would say I'm a little spiritual. I wouldn't say I'm fully spiritual or that I'm a spiritual person. And some part of me believes in Islam because of the Muslims I've grown up around. I feel like this is one example that proves that usually you're nurtured into your beliefs, but it can change because of some parts in your life you can't control that get in the way and make you question yourself and reality. That is why I don't call myself atheist. I think a label about your religion or culture feels suffocating and puts you in one spot. You don't really question anything else because you're stuck on one belief. I question everything and everyone I come across. I don't want to be labeled as a Muslim or an atheist, and I wouldn't label myself as spiritual either. I believe in everything, which may sound stupid to you, but to me makes sense and puts me at ease. The universe is very huge. There's no place that isn't omnipresent. There's energy everywhere, and every religion have similarities that relate to one another about God and the world.
I'm a mixed line person that raised by two line immigrants. They always say to be nice to one another no matter what race or ethnicity the person is. But later in my life, I don't see half of their ethnicities in my race doing the same, just because reasons such as past events, stereotypes, rumors, and certain benefits one didn't have. It doesn't mean one is a lot wild to attack or care less about the other. Why can't my people look at each other as people and not just look at an ethnicity as a borderless walker? Seriously.
Back in the day in mainland China, religion has not been freely practiced for many years due to government restrictions and policies. Therefore, those from the mainland who have immigrated to the US may be estranged from religion. My parents aren't really immersed in the Buddhism religion, but they pray occasionally when a major holiday arises. We follow the traditions and customs of our ancestors and celebrate Lunar New Year or the Spring Dragon Festival, but religion was never really a big part of my life. Do I need religion? How important is it to me? I never really discussed Buddhism with my parents. The only reason why we pray is to keep the custom alive that was passed down from my ancestors. But emphasis on religion was never placed on me. I don't know if religion will be a big part of my future.
One day, in the hospital, there is a nurse passing a baby to a woman lying on the bed weakly. It's a girl. She's really healthy. The nurse is really happy, and the woman smiles. I'm also really happy. That's my younger sister. But the old woman stands next to me, looks really upset. Why are you so upset? I asked my grandmother. A good woman's biggest responsibility is to give a son to her husband. I totally disagree with her. Women are not machines to produce babies. I just want to say that she lives quickly, like she's never been. It's a shame that she gave birth to a girl, she says before she leaves. I'm angry about her attitude. She is also a woman, Why does she treat my mom like women at the bottom of society? Why does she act so mean? I never thought that it could happen right now. Then I feel that I have the responsibility to change this bad tradition. I understand that older generations always want a boy to continue the family bloodline. But that's not the reason to hurt other people or look down at other women. But what can I do to change?
I was born into this world and given a chance to read and learn, to understand the people around me and their words, but some things I should have never learned. The influence, lessons, fear, corruption, and dread that haunts not only myself but everyone around me. Who would have known being able to read and watch so many opinions and videos would be so painful? I was born into a world covered in fear and anger. So many around me were learning from the opinions of others and fighting those who disagree. The insults, death threats, and fear, a feeling that is used to control others. And the lit screen that kept me afraid. The articles and words of people, no matter who they are, from citizens to news anchors to writers and to the government, they all control the people. I grew up being influenced, being controlled by fear, and unknowingly taught to hold lies as truth. To continue watching and reading the presence of others online, turning my views of society into lies, all taught to me by people I thought I could trust. We were all controlled by the world that we use, the world where articles are found and read, the views and videos of opinions everywhere. But I realized the views I was taught, my weaknesses. I struggled to break his bond, his lessons, and move on. I wouldn't say no. I couldn't. It controlled me like everyone else. But I am not the same as I was back then. I am human, and I know the truth from lies. Although I still struggle, I am no longer trusted. And although I struggle to destroy the fear that lingers, I will strive for a better life of truth and justice.
Categories we put ourselves in to feel welcome
and to have a sense of identity.
Where would humans be without culture?
Debating if our morals would be different now.
Our laws.
Freedom. Pondering if the people we hang out with would change. Will we even be considered as human?